Good morning, everybody. I'm your host, Randy Purcell, and welcome to our gathering here at Unity Center in beautiful Vancouver, British Columbia. We warmly welcome all people, all faiths, and all lifestyles. Today we stand upon the unceded ancestral lands of the Musqueam, Squamish, and Tsleil-Waututh peoples, noble guardians of these lands since time immemorial. It's here that we gather to learn, grow, and deepen our awareness of spirit. Whether you're here with us live today or tuning in via Zoom or YouTube, we're glad you could make it. Today we're going to enjoy some heartfelt music, a group meditation, and an inspiring talk to lift your spirits and provide practical tools that will enhance your well-being. You know, I saw a transparent billboard yesterday. I thought to myself, that's a clear sign.
Yeah.
So, on his first day at work, a man walks into the factory with an apple pie on his head. The boss asks, "Why are you wearing an apple pie on your head?" The man replies, "It's a family tradition. We always wear apple pies on our heads on Tuesday." The boss says, "But it's Wednesday." Sheepishly, the man says, "Man, I must look like a total fool." You know, there's a city in the Middle East called Dubai, right? And there's also a city called Abu Dhabi, right? Well, they did a survey, and it turns out that the people of Dubai don't like the Flintstones, but the people of Abu Dhabi do. Okay. So now that we've got ourselves into at least cracking a little bit of a smile, let us affirm or at least articulate our mission here at Unity of Vancouver, which is, and Dekai, if we could get the mission statement up. I'm going to just read it anyhow. To build personal and community well-being through universal spiritual teachings and practices. And with that said, now if we could please move on to our opening invocation, the one power slide. There, all together now, everybody. There is one presence and one power active in the universe and in my life, God the good, omnipotent. And so now, if you would please stand and join us in singing this morning's group song, Sacred Love.
Sacred love is all that you are. You are sacred love. Sacred love is all that you are. You are sacred love. Sacred love is all that you are. You are sacred love. Sacred love is all that you are. Show the way, God, show the way. I want to live in such a state of grace. Lead the way, God, lead the way. I want to live in such a holy place. Such a holy place. Blessed peace. You are blessed peace. Blessed peace is all that you are. You are blessed peace. Blessed peace is all that you are. Show the way, God, show the way. I want to live in such a state of grace. Lead the way, God, lead the way. I want to live such a holy place, such a holy place. Deepest joy. You are deepest joy. Deepest joy is all that you are. You are deepest joy. Deepest joy is all that you are. All by yourselves. Ready? Show the way, God, show the way. I want to live in such a state of grace. Lead the way, God, lead the way. I want to live in such a holy place, such a holy place. You are sacred love. Sacred love is all that you are. You are sacred love. Sacred love is all that you are. Well done.
Thank you so much, Tom. Today's Unity Daily Word is really quite a wonderful word. The word is beautiful. The world becomes beautiful when I find God in it. When I am fully present to life, I find beauty everywhere. Looking up at shimmering stars, walking through a field of marigolds, or sitting by the ocean, I rejoice in the beauty of nature. It truly is a wonderful world. The beauty that delights my senses also lives in me. The presence of God does not just surround me, it is within me also. My divine gifts, along with my talents and unique abilities, make me a beautiful and integral part of the world. When I live into the fullness of my divinity, the expression of my humanity is simply beautiful. I am a radiant spiritual being, an individuation of the divine. I honor the presence of God within myself and all others. We are beautiful. In Unity, September is the month in which we heighten our awareness of the power of order and our ability to use it. And today, Dr. Tanya G. will be sharing our power to restore peace, resilience, and deeper connection to our lives. So let's get ready to evolve our ability to use the power of order by affirming the following 5 intentions on screen. All together now. Breath is the sacred rhythm that connects body to spirit. Breath is my guide into the present moment. I breathe in peace, I breathe out love. In stillness, my breath reveals divine order. Breath is the whisper of spirit within me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And so it is. And now, please rise and join us in the singing of our new English translation of the Aramaic version of the Lord's Prayer.
Holy Spirit, creator of life and all, you create a space inside us and fill it with your presence. Our oneness now prevails. Your one desire flows through ours as energy fills all forms. You give us this day our physical and spiritual nourishment. You untangle the knots of error that bind us as we also release others. We don't let appearances make us forgetful of our source. We're born free to act from our highest nature. From your presence comes the glorious harmony of life. May these words be fertile ground from which nature grows.
If you'd like a copy of the Aramaic prayer we just sang, you'll find blue cards in the seat backs in front of you. And a point of information, that beautiful song that we just sang was based on a new translation of the Aramaic version of the Lord's Prayer, Aramaic being the language that Jesus spoke back during his ministry. And this interpretation has we feel great resonance with how we think about God today. And also another point of information is that the melody and music to that song were written by Tom Arnson on my right here, together with our musical director, Beverly Elliott, who's not here today, but we send her our love. So it is my pleasure today to welcome back Dr. Tanya G. Tanya is a doctor of traditional Chinese medicine with over 30 years of clinical experience and a thriving multidisciplinary clinic located here in Vancouver. Known for her intuitive, heart-led approach, Tanya blends ancient healing traditions with modern healthcare, guided by the principles of service, devotion, compassion, and love. Tanya is also a global educator and a board member of the Numa Institute Foundation, a nonprofit dedicated to preserving ancient wisdom from the Cuero people of Peru and the Tibetan Buddhists of India. Her lifelong spiritual journey informs her work, helping others create peace, harmony, and healing from within. Please now, take in a deep breath, and as you exhale love, join me in welcoming Dr. Tanya G.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Good morning, Unity. Thank you so much for inviting me back. I had such an incredible experience last time I was here, and I'm just so tickled and thrilled to be here again. Today's topic is going to be quite different than the last time I was here. Today we're going to talk about the power of breathwork. But before we do that, I'm going to introduce a special meditation and a special video that I selected for today. So this video that we're going to play is 5 minutes long. It's a live performance video. And at the end, the singer, when she stops, people will be clapping. So if you're in kind of a meditative journey, I wanted you to be prepared for that. So let me introduce this wonderful singer. Her name is Ekaterina Shelahova. She's Russian-born, but resides here in Canada, back east in Toronto. And she is an opera trained singer, but she also does proficient throat singing. And she has the most incredible breath control. You'll see the video when you see her diaphragm moving and excellent command over her voice, the breath. So what you're going to witness is some guttural sounds in the beginning. It's like a deep, resonant throat singing. And the intention there is to activate the lower chakras, grounding her and cleansing. And then her voice is going to pierce through the chakras and just explode you into this angelic realm. You'll see. Now, this song is also going to be accompanied by a frequency, and it's the 432 hertz. It says here that this frequency is known to promote deep relaxation. It reduces stress and enhances mental clarity. It has the ability to heal and to rejuvenate. And how it is done is because it aligns your body and mind with the Earth's frequency. So 432 music can release emotional blockages, reduce anxiety, promote a sense of well-being. So this is going to be a 5-minute video showing you breath work. It's a sacred expression from the divinity of the singer, the 432 hertz healing frequency. I hope you enjoy it. But before we start, I'm going to put you all through just a gentle breathing meditation for yourself. It's very simple. I want you just to find your center, and you can either put your hands on your laps, or if there's no one sitting beside you, you can hug the railings here. Okay. Find your center. I want you to imagine there is an alignment between the top of your head all the way down. So find your right posture in your spine, okay? And I want you to relax your face and your jaw. If it feels a little tight, I want you to open up, move it around. I want you to rotate your shoulders a little bit. And just do a quick cleansing breath. And then we breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. Do that again. And out. Now the next breath in, out, pause. Breathe in. Out. Pause. Breathe in. Out. Pause. Continue quietly at your own speed. Find that pause on the out-breath. And in that pause, allow your nervous system to settle. Let's stay here for a few seconds. Relax your face. Relax your body. Let's prepare ourselves for this video that's coming. You can keep your eyes closed and just absorb sensory through the audio of the sound of the video, or you can open your eyes, whatever you choose. Let's begin with the video. I think we now have a solo song with Tom. He was so deep in his consciousness. Thank you, Tom.
The words I have to say may well be simple, but they're true. Until you give your love, there's nothing more that we can do. Love is the opening door. Love is what we came here for. No one could offer you more. Do you know what I mean? Have your eyes really seen? You say it's very hard to leave behind the life we knew. But there's no other way, and now it's really up to you. Love is the opening door. Love is what we came here for. No one could offer you more. Do you know what I mean? Have your eyes really seen? Love is the opening door. Love is what we came here for. No one could offer you more. Do you know what I mean? Have your eyes really seen? Do you know what I mean? Have your eyes really seen?
Have you ever won a Grammy?
No.
You should. Yeah. Thank you, Tom.
All right.
Back in the green room at Unity, we had a prayer circle. And each one of us spoke from our hearts for an intention for today. And I was so moved. everyone there was asking that God flow through me. And it just opened my heart. And in that moment, I decided I was going to completely shift my presentation today. I'm not a scientist. I'm a heart-centered practitioner. To express science is like reading Greek, and this is not my thing. And if you ever see me try to explain science, it's like I'm a deer caught in a headlight. So I'm going to speak from my heart. I want to share with you one of my first experiences doing breath work. And from this story, I will share a little bit what I know about what happens to you during a breath work. So let's preempt this with a little story about my life. It is true that at 5 years of age, my family took us to Hawaii. And I was given a small allowance. And my mom said, you can buy something, a souvenir for yourself in the gift shop. I was so excited. Of course, I had no idea how much $20 was. That was a lot of money back then. But there was only one thing in that gift shop that I liked, and it was a wooden Buddha. It stood about this high, and it was one that was holding the hands up with the big belly. And I loved it. I said, so, Mama, I want this one. And she said, do you know what that is? And I said, it's a happy fat man. And she said, okay then. So I bought it, and you know what? It sits on my altar. And I think even at that young age, I knew that I had some connection to love, to compassion, to kindness. And it is true that when I was in kindergarten, my teacher asked my parents for a little interview, and they thought I had done something terrible. But in reality, what had happened was my teacher wanted to meet my parents because she had never seen someone with such loving compassion. Apparently, I would tuck the kids in at the nap time and kiss them on the forehead. And I would also seek out the ones that were suffering, that were crying, and I would comfort them. And I would say, it's okay, your mommy's coming back for you. And so this became a realization of my true nature. So years later, I had this incredible mystical experience that brought me to Buddhism. And I think that we are forever so lucky when we meet a teacher that can guide you along the path. And this teacher, he is a Rinpoche, a reincarnated master. And he ignited my heart. He helped me to study diligently. At this point, I was meditating 8 hours a day. I was practicing all of my Buddhist teachings, and I was at the temple 3 times a week. It was my complete devotion, and I loved it. But something very strange happened to me. I was so devoted that I was more interested in staying in this meditative state than to interact in the outside world. And I asked my blessed, precious teacher, I said, is this what you call loving compassion? He said, yes. And I said, is this loving detachment? And he said, it is your journey, Tanya. What does it mean to you? But for me, it felt odd. I was in my early 30s, I was seeking, I thought I knew it all and I thought it was mature, but no, that's not the truth. And so I dove a little deeper and I discovered a different teacher. After all those years of Buddhist training, I ended up getting an invitation to this church, to an event that was happening in your basement. A teacher had come to town. His name is Professor Juan Ruiz Naupari, and he was from South America. And he brought with him this amazing breath work. It's called Pneuma breathwork. And Pneuma means spirit or breath in Greek. And I was like, what is this all about? The breath work was about expansion of consciousness. It's about touching divinity. Now, I've been practicing Buddhism for quite some time now, so, we didn't use that terminology, especially anything to do with God. It was Buddha, Buddha, and Buddha, developing your Buddha nature. I had come to a point in my Buddhist studies, my heart seeked more. I loved everything about it, but I knew intuitively that there was something more, but I didn't know. So I lovingly accepted this invitation to breathe. What's the harm? I'm just breathing. Apparently, I was told, you have to breathe for 2 hours straight. And I said, well, this should be okay. And you're lying down on a mat. I said, sounds comfortable. And they're going to have the most incredibly energetic music. I go, sounds like fun. Let's do it. So I dove right in. I arrived downstairs, 65 people. We were mat to mat. That was like way before COVID. This was like decades ago. And I was a little nervous. It was a new experience. Everybody was there, and the teacher came. He didn't speak any English. And I found out, he had a translator, I found out that he had studied with Stanislav Grof and Christina Grof, who created holotropic breathwork back in the 1970s. They were the founders. Professor Juan, he had learned from them, but he elevated the method. What he did was he took this method of breathing, but he inlaid it with spiritual and psychological teachings. His intention was, how do we expand our consciousness to touch divinity, to touch God? Why? Why would we want to do that? And the answer is so simple. When we expand our consciousness, we realize that we are not who we think we are. We are beyond this. We are beyond this realm. Spirit exists. It flows through. It's tangible. And Professor Juan said something. He said, God is breathable. And I was allergic to the word God. Being a Buddhist, I thought that was weird. But all the hair on my arm stood up when he said that. This is my intuitive meter. This is my truth meter. And I got excited. Let's see what can happen. So we lay down. And Juan told us, Professor Juan said, there are 3 realms you may enter. It is based on South American Peruvian shamanism. I said, oh, interesting. He said the upper realm, where the angels reside. This is where in the shamanism is the condor realm. Now the condor, has anyone seen a condor before? Oh yeah, several of you, right? Oh, hey, hi. They have 11 feet wingspan, this condor. It's huge. I think they stand about that high. It's just massive. Imagine an angel, okay? So they're in the sky, condor realm, upper realm, angelic realm, and then there is the jungle realm, okay? That's where the puma is. And the puma represents, in psychology, transpersonal psychology, the realm where everything is about everyday life. Like our interpersonal relationships, our physical body, what we do. You know, that's this realm of consciousness. And then there is the underground, the underworld. So this is what they call the serpent realm. And this is the realm where our deepest psychological defects occur. Defects like anger, resentment, jealousy, you know, things like that. I know we all have that, so it's in there. Now, Professor Juan said, when you breathe, you will expand. Where you go is up to God. Will you go there? Will you go here? Will you go there? But wherever you go, listen with your heart. See what divinity has to show you, because what you see, you can change. What you cannot see, you can't change. I was intrigued. Still feeling a little bit ignorant and excited and a little bit over confident. So I went in. The breath was really easy. It was like this. I'll demonstrate. It goes like this. For 2 hours. Easy. And sometimes it was like, but the trick was to keep breathing, to keep breathing. And God said, God did say this, but Juan said, remember, God is breathable. I said, okay. The music began. And it was like African drumming. It was super powerful. African drumming. It was like indigenous drumming. It was like, it was energetic, and it made you kind of want to dance in your mat because you're laying down for those 2 hours. But I was loving it. I was breathing. It was exciting. And what I didn't know was happening was as you breathe like that, you know what's happening? Your chakras are opening. Your energy meridians are unblocking. The blood is circulating. You're oxygenating every molecule of your being. And your brain is getting activated. There's blood circulating, there's energy circulating, and we are an energy battery and transmitter. And Professor Juan said, keep breathing. God is breathable. And I kept breathing and breathing and breathing and breathing and listening to the music and breathing and breathing and breathing. An hour in, I was still breathing. I was sweating. My body was shaking. My hands were tight. I was so in it. It was having a physical experience. An emotional experience came. My heart was pounding. The music was cresting up high. I felt like I was running up a mountain. And the music started to shift. It went from energetic to triumphant to angelic as the music changed. I felt the craziest sensation. I felt expansion. I felt bliss. And I found out later through science that it's because the blood is circulated into the limbic system of the brain, which is responsible for emotions and memory. It was flooded with energy and activated, and I was expanding, and tears started to fall down my face. I wasn't like crying from pain and suffering. It was like I had been touched by something so much more powerful than me. And then I heard within me, God is love. It was so simple. God is love. The tears were coming down. My breath had subsided. My body was like in the Shavasana state in the Hindus' philosophy, that is the complete dead man's pose, completely at rest. And I wept gentle tears. And I thought, it's true. What the barrier I hit with Buddhism is that I knew there was something greater and bigger, not to talk down about Buddhism. My heart still resonates with Buddhism, but for me, I understood that love is the golden thread. Hinduism, Buddhism, Christianity, Gnostic Christianity, Judaism, it's all love. And that, for me, was the truth. And that was the power that expanded me. And in that moment, it was as if I knew every cell of my body. Love is the power. God is love. It's just that simple. That was almost 2 decades ago. I have had approximately 200 breathworks since then. Each one has been different. Sometimes all I get is a shedding, just a shaking and shedding of energy. I'm a compassionate person. I work with a lot of near-death clients. I love them so deeply. I may be guilty of taking on some of that, but the breathwork helps me to shed all that off so I can continue to do my work, to serve, to be of service to God. I personally wanted to seek more. I wanted to know what consciousness was. I wanted to know who is that person that looks through my eyes. I wanted to know what's going to happen when I die. Is my consciousness going to continue? And the more that I understand and know consciousness, the more security I feel and the less fear I feel about dying. And when I work with clients, when I hold their hand near their last breath, I remind them, you are everything. God is love. You are love. This is not the end. We will continue. Energy is indestructible. Breath work is only one way that we can do this work. I've become a breathwork facilitator for Pneuma Breathwork from the Pneuma Institute. My work in the last 20 years is to continue my studies. I am so grateful for my blessed teacher, a humble, humble person, Professor Juan Rees-Napoli. He's helped me guide me back to my heart. And he says, don't listen to me, listen to your heart. I will show you the way, but you do the work. I'm grateful. May you all find your teacher. And if you have one, give gratitude. Teachers will come and go. Know yourself. Know thyself. Change what you can change. Dare to see what you do not see. God is breathable. God is love. Thank you.
Don't you feel it growing day by day? People getting ready for the news. Some are happy, some are sad. Oh yeah, we're gonna let the music play. What the people need is a way to make them smile. And it's so hard to do if you know how. Gotta get a message, get it on through. Oh yeah, and don't ask me why. Whoa, 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 let's do the music. Whoa, 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 let's do the music. Whoa, 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 let's do the music all the time. Well, I know you know better everything I say. Me be in the country for a day. We'll be happy and we'll dance. Oh yeah, we're gonna dance the blues away. you're feeling good to me, and there ain't nothing we can't do or say. Feeling good, feeling fine. Oh yeah, why don't we let the music play? Whoa, 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 listen to the music. Whoa, 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 listen to the music. Whoa, whoa, listen to the music all the time. Like a lazy flowing river, surrounding castles in the sky, and the crowd is growing bigger, listening for that happy sound, and I got to let them fly. Whoa, 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 listen to the music. Whoa, 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 listen to the music. Whoa, 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 listen to the music all the time. Oh, sing it. Whoa, 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 listen to the music. If you want, you can do it down here. Oh, whoa, listen to the music. Whoa, whoa, listen to the music all the time. Whoa, 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 listen to the music, yeah. Whoa, 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 listen to the music. Come on, whoa, 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 listen to the music all the time. Wow, nice singing, well done.
Oh, thank you very much. That was Tom Doobie. Can we hear it one more time for him? Yeah, there we go. Okay. Thank you so much, Tom. And thank you so much, Tanya, for the incredible talk. Wow. God is breathable. I just love when people share their actual experiences of God, like the experience of God. And that was incredible. So one more time for you, Tanya, please. Just for those of you who are intrigued by what Tanya had to say, Tanya will be doing a breathwork downstairs. There will be details. I guess it's next Saturday. Is that correct? Next Saturday, and there will be a flyer on the corkboard downstairs if you'd like to get more details or possibly attend. And so. With that, we now come to the time in our service where we bless our love offerings. And now, if you would, please join me in our offering statement. Altogether, divine love flowing through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I give, and all that I receive. If you're here in person, please drop off your donations with the ushers as you exit the sanctuary. To donate online, simply click on the donate link in your chat window, whether you're on Zoom or YouTube. Just look in your chat window and you will find a link. And of course, you can donate using all major credit cards. And now we'd like to highlight some great upcoming events happening here at Unity. Number one is our auction. Coming up this week is the start of the Unity auction, and a big thanks to Terry Collette and Roy Prevost for pulling all the items on the site together. Please. If you're on our mailing list, you received a link to the preview of the over 70 items that these two incredible souls have managed to go out and receive as donations from some of the most popular retailers. And if you haven't already checked it out, please go into the email, take a look. If you're not on our email list, how come? please just go to our website or go to the bookstore. We'd be happy to put you on the list and keep you in and up to date on all the things we're doing here at Unity. There are all kinds of items in this auction, from vacation stays to restaurant and grocery gift cards, so there's literally something for everyone. This is a way, by the way, that you can help Unity by simply buying something you want or need anyway. So please make sure, have a look, and make some bids and help us make this the best auction yet. And by the way, and also another way of putting yourself on the email list, if you're not already on it, is the envelopes that are in the seat backs. If you just write your email address on that and hand it in at the bookstore, we'll make sure you get it on the list. If you're interested in becoming a member at Unity of Vancouver, please join us in the sanctuary today at 12:30 p.m. for a short information session, which will be led by Sandra Campbell and the wonderful Shirley Thompson. This session is a prerequisite for anyone seeking to be a prayer chaplain or serve on the board of directors. So it's a step of deepening your involvement with the community. And if you're even interested in just the basics of Unity, that will also be covered in the talk today. We're also excited to share that we are hosting our annual Thanksgiving potluck on October the 5th. Join us as we come together in gratitude to celebrate Thanksgiving with a community meal. Bring your favorite dish to share, whether it's sweet or savory or something in between. Let's give thanks for the blessings we all share and the connection that brings us together. And our Course in Miracles study group is live here in the center every Tuesday from 12:30 to 2:30 p.m. This coming Tuesday, the class will take place upstairs in the balcony. Okay. Well, I am told that this coming Tuesday, it will take place downstairs. And every Sunday morning at 10 a.m., you're welcome to join our mastermind prayer group before the service. It's a great way to experience the power of group prayer. Meetings convene downstairs, also in the meditation room. And just a reminder that tickets for Woodstock night are now available on Eventbrite. This Friday night event will faithfully recreate the music played at the most famous musical festival of all time. Prepare to enjoy the music of Santana, Creedence Clearwater, The Who, Sly and the Family Stone, Janis Joplin, Jefferson Airplane, Joe Cocker, the band, Jimi Hendrix, and many more. Woodstock night will be on Friday, November the 7th, starting at 7:30 p.m. Tickets are just $30, and they're available now on Eventbrite and on the unityofvancouver.org website. You'll find a link as well. And this is I'm going to ask you a personal favor. If you would please, if you're on Facebook, express your interest in this event by going to the Unity of Vancouver Facebook page, clicking on events, and clicking on the Woodstock night to just say that I'm interested or I'm going. Either of those two status, if you can just click and set them, what that does is it helps it to turn up and make your friends also aware that it is coming up. That would be a huge a plus for us. We've got a month before it comes up approximately, but actually a little longer, almost 6 weeks. So we're really hoping to fill this place, to set a new record for one of our musical events. We'd like to see a complete sellout. Anything you can do to help us, telling your friends, letting people know about it, forwarding your email, that kind of thing, would be most appreciated. Today's affirmative prayer chaplains are Jeannie Bell Irving, Barb Richards, Mike Richards, and on Zoom, Marilyn Norrie. Would those present please stand? If you'd like to receive a confidential prayer, our chaplains will be waiting for you in the front row after the music concludes. You can pray for help with anything that could use it in your life. You can pray for new job, new soulmate, you name it. You can ask them anything. It's held in 100% confidence, and they have been highly trained and are very good at what they do. And I can say, speaking from experience, they bring about results. And so finally, please join us for coffee, tea, and cookies after the service. And be sure to join us next week when we'll be joined by Reverend Rona Segura, who will be bringing a talk on the 5 core principles of unity and how they can be used to help you better shape your life. And now, as we bring our gathering to a close, please stand and let us together say our prayer for protection. All together now. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us wherever we are. God is, and all is well. Take it away.
On earth, the peace that was meant to be, with God as creator, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. Let this be my joyous vow, to take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
Want to pray confidentially with a chaplain in a private room? Please accept your breakout invitation, which will pop up on your screen shortly. Thank you so much for joining us today. See you all next week, and God bless.